Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
And he's playing at a very high level here in this early part of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man and he hits him in stride. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Robinson. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession and try to get things moving.
Get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now it's Burrow. And he'll find Lashley there. It's complete. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 44-yard line.
Here's Burrow. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. And Burrow going to throw again. And this pass broke him up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one, but that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Going with White here, toss left. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 39. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Off-play action. Dowling. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Throwing on 1st down. Dowling. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He was defended by Julian Blackman.
Off the bootleg. Dowling. Touchdown. George Pickens. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a George Pickens touchdown grab. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 81 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers, but he certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a 1st down. Burrow will throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 8. Quick throw to Olave. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both. One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
First down, Buccaneers.
Operating from the gun. Dowling. Left side, he finds Pierce. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Dowling. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Dowling. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half, because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. The last series form a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 6 at the Bucs 36-yard line.
Now it's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And the Bengals on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range. Touchdown! Jamar Chase, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bengals are an extra point away from evening this one up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Evan McPherson for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for first. The Bucs at 2-3 here to begin the new season. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw. Dowling. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
To throw on 2nd down. Dowling. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Joe Burrow and the Bengals heading back out there. He found Jamar Chase with a touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll try again here with a first down. Burrow's throw complete there to Moore. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
At the Buccaneers' 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Elijah Moore from 19 yards away. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Taken at the goal line. The Bucs ready to take over once again. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
2nd and 9. Back to throw. Dowling. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And that one taken in by Lashley. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Now Burrow. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 3rd down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
McPherson's kick is good. 7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. Quick slant caught by Pierce. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 28. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. 1st and 10 here, and if they can just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll look to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Legero Sneed. And the Bengals are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He finds Lashley complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll kick things off down in the Bayou. NFC South matchup between Atlanta and New Orleans. And that one getting close to halftime with the Falcons out in front. Tua Tagovailoa with a touchdown throw. From there, we head up to Kansas City to check on the Chiefs at Arrowhead. And they've got the lead at halftime over the visiting Carolina Panthers. Isaiah Pacheco with a touchdown run. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Houston Texans. Mac Jones leading the way in the victory with 3 touchdown passes. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He came on after a slow start, to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A 10-point game, 17-7 to score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And the half will begin with a touchback. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And, Charles, I mean, look, you don't bench a starter of his caliber, but 4 first-half interceptions. How do you handle it from here?
Well, the easy thing is right away you try and run the football, take some pressure off of him, but you know the defense understands that as well. My second thing is give him throws that are safer, throws that he's confident in, the ones that he likes to make, and that way you try and get his confidence back up.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Pass complete downfield. It's Pierce. And he's knocked to the turf right there at the 46-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Dowling. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And only a couple there as they'll take this up to the 47.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get this up to the 39. Now it's Burrow. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Burrow on play action. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Cansey in to get him down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Now back to throw. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Looking to throw. Dowling. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals set to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Third down and 6.
Now it's Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
It'll be a 41-yard punt, give him 5 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So out come the Bucs now. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Robinson up the middle. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First down, Buccaneers.
Back to throw. Dowling. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
2nd and 2 at the Bengals 31-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dowling. Open man, it's Palmer. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. And the Buccaneer first down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. That's again complete to Palmer. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain the play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. Operating from the gun, Dowling, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. David Njoku, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Butker now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this offense on third down today, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Ready. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Dowling, left side, he finds Pierce. He'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
1 yard gain brings us 2nd and 9 at the 35-yard line.
Looking to throw. Dowling. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Josh Palmer, 65 yards. And the Buccaneers strike quickly to take the lead here in the fourth.
Did you see them hold up 4 fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Butker on for the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Bengals offense returns to the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, nice move. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack.
Yaya Diaby, he's the one who got in there. He gets the sack.
Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. place he ended up? Down on the ground.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. To the 40 and no further. The broken tackle, but then the hole closed quickly.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt. No return. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Dowling. And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Taken from just outside the 30. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Tampa Bay offense set to go again. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Throwing to start the drive. Dowling completes this one to Pickens. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Now 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Dowling over the middle, hauled in by Pierce. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
On to give, here's Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with White.
2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And he is going to have a Bucs first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the 4th quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.
So for Tampa Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile,